So just about set now, towing the slab in today's game, Jordan Hicks.
Four-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Check swing on the 2-2. Appeal to first. Didn't go. That one the other way. And an automatic double now as it hops the wall and foul ground.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next hitter to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. Kicks and deals. That's in there, and the count is 1-2.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Got him. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away.
Yeah, that's a tough pitch to stay on. You don't want to get beat inside, and as you see that pitch continue to run away from you, by the time it's in the catcher's mitt, you think it's a ball off the plate away.
And now for Seattle, Cal Raleigh. And that one fouled off. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Most guys are very aggressive when they see the stakes out there on the base paths and can't understand why he wasn't ready to swing the bat. You've got to be ready to swing the bat in a situation like that with the go-ahead run in scoring position.
Now it's Randy Arozarena. To the right side, and it's just foul. That was close. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Man on second, 2 down. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
And we're back. And our starting pitcher here today, Ryan Wu. What do you have on him, Chris?
Great sinker. Although it's not his primary pitch, it's really a pitch that he can go to, misses the barrel of the bat, gets ground balls, and lets the defense work behiund him.
Here's Lamont Wade Jr.
Lamont Wade Jr.
Swung on, belted. That's back there. Up onto the arcade and gone. See you later. And the Giants have the lead now. It's 1-0.
He just sent a jolt of electricity into this stadium with that swing.
That home run was a no-doubter as we dive into the numbers with StatCast.
Crushed. They just absolutely crushed. 112 miles per hour on the exit velo, and like you said, no doubt about that one. Plenty of launch angle to give it that backspin as well, and that carried way over the wall.
Willie Adames stands in. And that drops in for a strike.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning. With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Jung-Hoo Lee will hit next. So now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
This one in the air, center field. Rodriguez heads towards it, and it's caught for the out.
Batting fourth.
Let's take a look at our lineup. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustments. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
Next pitch is outside. Right through there for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Right side, hard hit. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Giants off to a good start. It's a solo homer. It's now a 1-0 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Top of the second, and stepping in for the Mariners, Luke Raley. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
And that's outside. Joe McDonald, our umpire behind the dish.
Yeah, Boog, Joey Mack. Sometimes a little tough to figure out. We may see some hitters and pitchers asking him where a pitch was here or there, but most of the time he keeps it reasonable.
That one is absolutely belted. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double.
The automatic double kind of feels like enjoying cruise control in your car, Boog. You don't need to keep the pedal down as you cruise into second base. Just no worries in the world. You know what? He put a really good swing on that one.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Tellez now at the plate. And a count 1-2.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. No one can get there. It falls in. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Here's Dylan Moore. And that one fouled off. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, you know, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
So up next, Ryan Bliss. And that's a base hit. The run scores from third. It's an RBI single. We're tied at 1.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Two on, one out. J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit.
That's the ball.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog. Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Matos brings it in, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Victor Robles.
Here's Victor Robles.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
Still in the second, already at 44 pitches, so some concern there. And that misses.
That's the ball.
Now 2-2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Way
Ball
inside. Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But the RBI single pushes across a run. All even now at 1-1. It's Major League Baseball on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom half of inning number 2. Here's Elliot Ramos. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 2.
2-2.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Well struck right field. Robles going back on this one. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Batting 6th, right fielder, Mike Yastrzemski.
Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate. Mike Yastrzemski, originally drafted by the Orioles, 14th round out of Vanderbilt in 2013. The Giants got him in March of 2019.
Nope, that's in.
And San Francisco's really where he got a shot to play.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Fouls one off. 2-2. 1 out, base is empty. That misses, and it's 3-2. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Very close off the outside corner. Could have easily been called a strike in that location.
Luis Matos digs in now. There's a strike.
2-2.
Yastrzemski at first, 1 gone.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Going back. And it's off the wall. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The relay, he'll score. It's 2-1. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
And now Patrick Bailey. Man at second. In the air to left down the line. Arozarena after it. Squeezes it. 2 down.
Batting ninth, second baseman, Christian
Cox getting ready to hit.
Well, bottom of the order here, Boog. You got to go right after this guy.
As they look to pick up an add-on run. And the number 9 guy at the plate. Swinging a foul straight back. Runner at second, 2 down. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Line drive, base hit right field. Headed for the plate. The throw in. Safe. And they lead by 2.
Picks himself up an RBI. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock. And now they've got some speed on first. So we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
So the batting order turns over. Lamont Wade Jr., the next Giant to hit. Swing and a miss. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
1-2 to count.
Two outs. Lifted in the air, right field. Stretches out and hauls it in. They put 2 on the board with a couple of hits, no errors, and 1 left. We head on down to the top of the 3rd. It's the Giants 3 and the Mariners 1. Back here in San Francisco, all set for the start of the inning. Now the number 2 hitter, Julio Rodriguez. Next offering is fouled back.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
On the ground.
That's foul.
And that's just foul. Ripped to third. Chapman over to first in time. Rodriguez out of the play.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners. 1-2 here. Now 1 missed.
2-2.
Foul tip, but he hangs on for strike 3.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
So now it's the Mariner cleanup hitter, Randy Arozarena. Hard on the ground to first. Wade takes it to the bag, and the Mariners set down 1-2-3. Nobody left for Seattle, and they still trail it here 3-1.
Now pitching for
Bottom
Seattle.
half of the 3rd, and they bring in a new
Number
pitcher,
52.
Colin Snyder.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And digging in for
Leading
San
off
Francisco,
to the Giants,
Willie Adames.
The shortstop, Willie Adames.
In the air, left side. Arozarena in position. He's there. He's got it. And there's one away.
Just pulled off of it a
Now
little bit
batting,
right there. That
center
front
fielder,
shoulder
John
coming open instead of staying
Woo.
closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
That one hit to right. Robles settles underneath it. Snags it for the second out.
Now batting, third baseman, Matt.
Now Matt Chapman at the plate. And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. Back to the mound. It hit him. Safe at first, and now after the play, we'll check on the right-hander status. Well, that ball came back and got him pretty good in the chest. As the catcher checks on him, looks like he might be okay, though, Chris.
Yeah, I'm sure that stunned him more than anything, Boog. Always scary when we see comebackers like that, but I think it might just turn into a big, nasty bruise.
So 2 down, and up next for the Giants, Elliot Ramos. Outside low, ball 2.
2-1.
Chapman off of first with 2 away. And a big swing and a miss.
2-2's the count.
Two outs. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. That misses the zone. Full count, 3-2. Snyder picks over, and he's back in safely. And a 3-2. Swings and misses. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. So the Giants leave 1 as the lead remains 3-1. Welcome back, and now on the mound to start the 4th, Camilo Doval.
Now
These are the
pitching for
spots
Giants.
relievers really make a name for
Number
themselves.
75.
Late and close.
Camilo
There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these
Leading
situations.
off for the Mariners,
And now the first baseman, Luke Raley. Foul ball there. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him, man. You know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
So here comes Rowdy Tellez. Center field. Lee makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent
now batting,
pace.
third baseman, Dylan Moore.
2 outs, base is empty. Dylan Moore up next for the Mariners. To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Mariners are down in order. Score holds. It's 3-1. Bottom of the inning,
Leading
Mike
off
Yastrzemski
for the
up here.
Giants, right fielder, Mike Yastrzemski.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Up next for the Giants.
And up next for
right
San
fielder,
Francisco, Luis Matos.
Luis Matos.
Out towards right center field, Rodriguez. Sizing this one up. He's got it. And there's two away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Two down, nobody on. Not even close there. Now 2 balls and a strike. And a strike.
2-2.
Two outs. Out to short, Crawford. Tosses to first, and that ends the inning. Giants are down 1-2-3, but they still lead it 3-1.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back,
Giants.
and there's a new arm in the mound to start the 5th.
74.
Ryan Walker.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
And here is Ryan Bliss. On the ground, out to short. One up, one down.
Well, I believe we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
J.P. Crawford will hit next. One down, base is empty. This to third, Adames. Now a jump throw. He is safe, and that was bang, bang at first.
The effort was there with the jump throw. You gotta love it, but it just wasn't in time. Still a really impressive play just to get to that ball and make it close at first. And not every shortstop can even make that play.
And now it's Victor Robles up to hit. Swing at a ground ball, and that's a fair ball. Throw into third. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ball game.
Julio Rodriguez coming to the plate now in a big spot. Robles runs, and the count 1-2. Crawford, the runner at third. Robles over at first with one away. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and they're down to their last out. And up next for Seattle, Cal Raleigh.
Oh, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
Falling behind 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
2 aboard, 2 outs. That one misses. And the count is 3-1.
Well, knowing that this hitter's got holes in his swing, because he's got so much power, pitcher still can get a little too tight, afraid to make a mistake.
Nice grab. And this one is over. What a play to end the game.
The number 7 is such a cool and sort of lucky number. Well, this team has been playing really well, but to win 7 games in a row, there's been some luck and there's been some really good play. I think you get to this point, you start to look at, can we double that? Make it double digits, make it 2 touchdowns, make it 14.
And your final 3-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long